Zone.
Greetings, fellow Fright Fiends. It's your buddy Boogeyman Ben here for another episode of Boogeyman Ben's Horror Zone, and this video is going to be a review of Rob Zombie's newest film. The new film is called 31, and it was released this year. I believe it did the festival circuit, and it had a limited release, and recently it's become available on Shudder. Shudder is a horror service. It's like horror movies. It's exclusively horror movies. It puts Netflix's horror movies to shame. I've subscribed to it. I found out about it through Movie Crypt, the podcast that Adam Green and Joe Lynch do, and I subscribed to the service. It's $4 a month. I can watch movies on my phone, and it is absolutely fantastic. And this is going to be the first part of my Shudderific series on the Shudder movies that I watch. I've watched several that I want to do reviews on, and 31 I thought was the perfect one to cap it off. 31, again, is Rob Zombie's newest film. I've always been a fan of Rob Zombie. A lot of people don't like his films. His films are very brutal. They have a lot of foul language, a lot of a lot of people call them trailer park type characters that a lot of people do not like. I mean, with the exception, I think Devil's Rejects is probably his most acclaimed film that people really love, but I've loved every film he's done in different ways, and I was really excited to see 31. Just to give you an overview of what the plot deals with, it deals with 5 carnival workers who are kidnapped, and they're held hostage in this abandoned, like a compound, and they're forced to play this game where the goal is to survive 12 hours against these like sadistic clowns. It's a really twisted movie, and I really, really enjoyed it. Just to give you a lowdown on the cast, you have Malcolm McDowell as Father Murder, you have Richard Brake as Doomhead, you have Jeff Daniel Phillips as Roscoe Pepper, you have Sherry Moon Zombie as Charlie, you have Lawrence Hilton-Jacobs as Panda Thomas, you have Meg Foster as Venus Virgo, Kevin Jackson as Levon Wally, Jane Carr as Sister Serpent, Judy Gerson as Sister Dragon, and Lou Temple as Psycho Head. The movie was written and directed by Rob Zombie. So I was really looking forward to this film, and it's just it's bloody goodness in my opinion. Like I said, I really enjoy Rob Zombie's films. I think he gets a lot of unfair flack for the types of films that he does, for the type of language that he uses, the over-the-top violence, very gory, very hardcore. There's no humor, really, in what he does, with the exception of some characters that maybe are in his films, but it's always sadistic types of humor. And 31 is no different. I really enjoyed this film quite a bit. I actually think Sherry Moon Zombie was fantastic in it as Charlie. I think it's probably her strongest performance. A lot of people give him flack for his wife being in all of his films, but I really feel like she has grown in every film that she has done. And I loved her in Lords of Salem, and I think this movie she did an even better job as the character of Charlie. Jeff Daniel Phillips as Roscoe. He's been in a couple of Rob Zombie films. He was in Halloween 2. He was also in Lords of Salem, and I thought he was terrific in this film as well. But I have to say that the performance in this film that blew me away was Doomhead, played by Richard Brake. This dude is a fucking psycho, and he scared the crap out of me. He just did a fantastic job in this film. He was intense as this character, and if I had one thing against the film is that I wished he could have been in the film more. He was fantastic, and he starts the film off with this monologue towards a victim that he's about to torture, and it just pulls you right into the film, and I can't say enough great things about the guy. He had a small part in Halloween 2 where Michael Myers cuts his head off. It's after the ambulance crashes, and he's the guy who keeps saying fuck, fuck. That was him, and he was very intense in that film as well. But in this one, he blew me away, and I love the guy. He's one of probably the most insane psycho killers I've seen in a movie in a long time. So cannot say enough great things about him. The little things that I had issues with, some of the dialogue, sometimes, I don't have a problem with vulgarity, people cursing and things like that. But sometimes it felt forced. There's some that just didn't seem as natural as possible. So some of the writing just didn't seem natural. Some of the characters weren't as well developed as others. But it's very small little things. Meg Foster actually also blew me away in this film. If I'm going back to the cast, she did a great job in this, and I'm normally not a huge fan of hers. but really did. She was great in it, and the music that was used in it, because it's set in the 70s, really set in the 70s on Halloween, which again, so it's a Halloween film, which is great. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of screaming Halloween at you, but the fact that it takes place on Halloween has a lot of great 70s music. Just can't say enough great things about this film. Yeah, if I had to give this film a rating on my normal scale, I would give this one 4.5 skulls. So yeah, absolutely fantastic film. Rob Zombie's 31, if you're a fan of his previous films like Devil's Rejects, House of a Thousand Corpses, has a lot in common with those films, I feel like. Then you owe it to yourself to check it out. Give the guy some credit. I love that he's doing original horror films, and I can't wait to see what his next film will be. So that's going to be it. If you guys have seen 31, please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about it. And as always, thanks so much for watching Boogeyman Ben's Horror Zone, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy. Stay scared. Peace. Just can't say enough great things about this film. What? You're not getting in there. No. Stop it.